The doctor raised the female patient's legs and then injected her with a muscle relaxant. Once the woman's muscles were fully relaxed, the doctor had her inhale anesthetic gas. In just 1 seconds, the woman lost consciousness. Next, the doctor lifted her chin, used a retractor to hold her mouth open, and finally inserted an oxygen tube. After confirming the woman was completely unconscious, the doctor taped her eyes shut. This was originally just a routine abortion surgery, with the lead surgeon operating while explaining the procedure to students. But suddenly, the anesthesiologist jumped up from his chair. He noticed the patient's blood pressure was plummeting, and everyone instantly tensed up, fixating on the monitors in front of them. Fortunately, the woman's vital signs soon returned to normal, and everyone breathed a sigh of relief. It was just a false alarm. However, when the surgery concluded smoothly, the woman still hadn't regained consciousness. No matter how much the doctors called out to her, the patient remained unresponsive. The doctor hurriedly checked her pupils but got no reaction.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Her pupils are fixed and dilated!
What? The pupils. They're fixed. Dilated.
The lead surgeon quickly went to examine her and promptly declared the patient brain dead. But this woman had no prior history of any illnesses, and there were no abnormalities during the surgery. The woman had slipped into a coma without any warning signs. After consultations among multiple chief physicians, they speculated that the woman might have had an allergic reaction to the anesthesia. After all, out of every 100,000 cases of general anesthesia surgeries, 6 people would inexplicably develop similar conditions. The hospital attributed this incident to a probability issue, but the female doctor insisted on investigating the cause of death. Because the deceased was not only her good friend but had also come to this hospital on her recommendation. The female doctor began reviewing relevant records from the surgery. Although the records showed no irregularities, she still discovered a suspicious lab report. The hospital had done tests on her friend's tissue, but this wasn't necessary for an abortion procedure. This also raised suspicions from the woman's husband. Even more bizarre was that the lab report had no coding, and even the name of the doctor who submitted the sample wasn't filled in. The husband that perhaps the lab had made a mistake, as similar oversights had happened before. He hoped if his wife wouldn't be too paranoid, especially since the hospital had already investigated the matter. But the female doctor still felt something was amiss and decided to go to the lab to get a clear answer. However, the doctor on duty told her it was a random check on patients done by the computer, part of the hospital's routine policy. The female doctor didn't buy his nonsense and went to the archives to look up medical records. But the computer had no record all of that set of coding. To uncover the truth, the female doctor's repeated urging that how the hospital provide a list of all Komeito's patients within the past year. When she got the list, she froze in shock. She never imagined there would be so many patients on the list due to copyright restrictions. I can only share the film with everyone up to this point. This thriller from the United States is called Coma.